This is Sallust 30, 1 through 4, and unseen. After a few days, accusative plurals here, Lucius Sinius, a senator, so this is a positive to the name there, second declension name, he read aloud letters in the Senate. And actually, so it's plural letters, but it really can mean just one letter, because many letters make a letter. A letter which, okay, here's our relative pronoun. It agrees with its antecedent in number, plural, and gender, feminine. Its case is accusative. Now the antecedent also happens to be accusative, but this is accusative because it's the direct object in its own clause. It's the direct object of dikebat, which, he said, were brought to him from Faesulae. Okay, this is a funky word. If you look this up down in the bottom, number 8 comes from Pharaoh, which of course comes from Pharaoh with an odd in front. So it's very irregular. Adlatus. And you might consider that an essay was in there. So we've got a perfect passive infinitive. He said that the letters were delivered to him from Faesulae. And this, Faesulae, that's ablative plural, because it's place from which, and because it's the name of a town, there's no preposition here. So this would be ob or ex or something like that if it weren't the name of a town. Sibi, reflexive pronoun in the dative, in which, and this again refers back to the letter, in this letter it had been written that, always use the conjunction that when you're starting an indirect statement. Indirect statement. And we know how indirect statements go. Verb infinitive, subject accusative, verb infinitive, in which it had been written that Gaius Manlius, oh, this is the subject accusative, I'm sorry. Gaius Manlius had gotten arms or weapons. Now technically, because the object and the subject are both in the accusative, it's hard to say. So you have to figure it out by context. Did Gaius Manlius get arms, or did the arms get Manlius? Well, it makes sense that Manlius got arms. So we'll use that. With a great army. This is multitudo, a crowd, but in this case, specifically, it means army. And this is the formula for a Roman date, 6 days before the calends of November. So that's October 27th, I believe. 6 days before the calends of the calends was the 1st, just like the Ides was the 15th.